PYD in Syria is expected to declare its own federation in areas it controls along the border with Turkey. Let's take a closer look at the group. The PYD was created in 2003 in northeastern Syria. It's the Syrian branch of the PKK terror group. A year later, the PYD created its own military wing known as the YPG. The two groups grew stronger during the chaos of the Syrian war and in 2013 declared autonomy in 3 parts of northern Syria. Turkey's government says the YPG was involved in the suicide bombings this year that targeted the Turkish capital Ankara. The YPG has denied involvement. Well, Nicole Johnston has more from Kilis in southern Turkey near the border with Syria.
PYD officials are meeting in a town in northern Syria to discuss what they say will be the imminent declaration of a federal system of government. Already, the PYD controls large sections of the Turkey-Syria border. From here, heading all the way to the border with northern Iraq, they control some 400 kilometres of land. They also have a canton in this direction. The thing is, though, the PYD would like to see their control as a contiguous territory. So they've been fighting to get control of the land behind me. They're competing in that territory there with Daesh, as well as with the Syrian regime forces. This is a very significant declaration by the group. It's too early to say whether it will change the situation on the ground, but it will certainly make officials in Geneva at the talks in Geneva sit up and pay attention to what is going on in the northern part of Syria.
Now, as Nicole just said, that announcement by the PYD is expected to have an impact at the Syrian peace talks that are underway in Geneva. The regime's representatives at those talks, Bashar Jafari, spoke after meeting the UN's Special Envoy, Staffan de Mistura. He said Syria's territorial integrity had to be maintained.
The basic references for the indirect talks, Syrian indirect talks, prohibit raising such scenarios. What we are talking about here is how to keep the unity of Syria, how to respect the unity of Syria, the independence of Syria, the territorial integrity of Syria, and the unity of Syria, land and people. So I will not comment on unilateral statements coming from here and there.
The Turkish government also says a unilateral declaration of a federation would be invalid. TRT World's Ahmet Hamdi Shishman has more on that from Ankara.
The Turkish Foreign Ministry official said Syria's form of government and political structure to be determined by all sections of Syrian people within new constitution. And the statement said, therefore, any unilateral declaration of a federation is invalid. Turkey has always defended territorial integrity of Syria since the very beginning of the Syrian civil war. As a matter of fact, this is what Turkey and Iran agreed on during Prime Minister Ahmet Davutoğlu's visit to Tehran. Turkey's standpoint on PYD is well known. Turkey says that PYD is just Syrian affiliation of terrorist PKK, and Ankara criticized United States and Russia for providing arms to PYD because Turkey says those arms ends up in the hands of PKK members. PYD, on the other hand, accused of carrying out a series of assassinations of prominent Kurdish figures and expelling other ethnic groups from the area. And Amnesty International report said back in October that PYD is forcibly displacing other ethnic groups from the regions under its control and demolishing the whole villages. And the report said this amounts to war crimes.